Cocaine. Yes, cocaine once controlled football. For nearly 2 decades, across 2 different countries, some of football's biggest matches weren't decided by talent or tactics. They were decided by men worth billions in drug money. Referees were threatened, politicians were assassinated, clubs were bought, and one World Cup own goal would eventually end with 6 bullets. It started in Colombia during the late 1970s. Cocaine had become a billion-dollar business, creating more dirty money than the cartels could hide. They needed a way to make that money look legitimate. Football, with huge transfer fees, loose financial oversight, and millions changing hands every season, was the perfect answer. Once the cartels realized that, they stopped seeing clubs as sports teams. They started seeing them as businesses and weapons. The Cali cartel moved first, turning America de Cali into a South American powerhouse with drug money. Then, Pablo Escobar raised the stakes. He understood something most criminals never did. Fear could control a city. But football could make an entire country love you. So he poured millions into Atlético Nacional, while rival cartels financed clubs of their own. Before long, league tables weren't just measuring football anymore. They were measuring the power of Colombia's most dangerous drug empires. Success came quickly. So did the bloodshed. Referees received death threats. One was murdered after a controversial match. Politicians who tried exposing cartel influence were assassinated. Winning wasn't just about lifting trophies anymore. Sometimes it was about staying alive. Then came the 1994 World Cup. Colombia arrived as one of the favorites. The dream collapsed. Days after defender Andrés Escobar accidentally scored an own goal, he was gunned down outside a nightclub. Witnesses said the killer shouted, "Goal!" after every shot. In cartel-controlled Colombia, even a mistake on the pitch could become a death sentence. Most people think the story ended there. It didn't. It just crossed a border. In Mexico, traffickers copied the same blueprint. Football clubs became money laundering machines. Drug lords bought teams, inflated transfer fees, paid impossible salaries, and even funded youth academies, not to grow the game, but to clean their money and polish their image. Some players found themselves carrying cartel cash. Others discovered that leaving the game wasn't as simple as walking away. Different country, different cartel. The exact same playbook. Football gave criminals something violence never could: legitimacy. A stadium full of people cheering their success instead of questioning where it came from. And for one of the darkest chapters in sporting history, the world's most beautiful game became the perfect hiding place for one of the world's deadliest businesses.